The following program was produced or sponsored by a community member. The content, views, and opinions expressed are the sole responsibility of the producer and do not reflect those of Malden Access Television, the City of Malden, or Comcast. MATV welcomes your comments. Call us at 781-321-6400 or email us at access@matv.org.
LOT. We are back here, second game, and the second weekend of this 20-05 season. I'm your host, Dennis Dudley, along with Go Ref Go in the Cablecast booth.
Yep, taking a little change of pace this week.
And Andy Robertson representing the Lakers behind the camera.
Absolutely, and he's doing it. He did a great job in the first game, even though he had a little LOT at halftime, but that's okay. Brad was about ready to wrap it up for halftime. He's putting the lens cap on. I think that's all right. Can't be perfect.
The second game was featuring the 0-1 Kings going up against the 1-0 Hawks.
How's the gym look for you?
5 down.
And you had predicted who for this game? The Hawks.
I predicted a Hawk victory today.
I don't know. I'd have to go with the Lakers. Yeah.
Lakers aren't playing.
I'm not the Lakers. The wow. LOT. The Kings.
I'm thinking of 5 letters. And the first two are F and N.
I told you it was that alcohol consumption, man. I can't hang. I cannot hang. I think I'm still drunk from last night. I must be. That would be an awesome victory if the Lakers could pull this off, though.
Very awesome.
Well, from what I heard, the way the Lakers have been playing this year so far, the first 2 games, they might as well. Now, I heard the exact opposite for the Kings. Heard the Kings are in a rebuilding stage.
This is a rebuilding stage. As I said on the 1-hour season opener of Around the Rim, that the Kings, towards the end of the season, I believe they're going to spoil a few teams. I bet they're going to wreck a few teams' groove when it comes to the madness. This team, in my opinion, is not going to make the madness, but they're going to really get it together. They did lose their season opener against the Sixers.
Well, no offense, Nesta. You know as much as I love to pay attention to you talk on Around the Rim, but I was a one-man gang that 1-hour show, so I couldn't pay too much attention.
I hear you. I've been there.
It's going for a 3. Nope, too short.
He's not
Good rebound.
Mark Osias is the Kings man in the middle. He needs to play like a big man. He really needs to step up. He needs to get a lot of boards, but he needs help down there. Now, Jeff Olivia, who took that ill-advised 3-point, he ain't got an outside shot.
Oh,
he needs to
down.
go inside and go for the rebound. But they got him for. They got a jump ball.
Jump ball. Oh, I missed that other side of the angle, so I guess I can't say. Whoa.
We don't have time for this, bro. He's already
Woo! I think it's a conspiracy, Nesta.
It's always entertaining when the coaches go back and forth. Go, Ref, go. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. What was that? He got pushed up to Ray Charles. He might miss everything. His name is Rashawn Charles, but when I first seen him, I said, that's Ray Charles. Something tell me that's going to make that's definitely going to make the Around the Rim highlights. It was in the first period.
Well, he got out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds. And he knew it.
And you're stepping on the
That's out of bounds, too. I'm not used to being in the Cablecast booth.
No. I'm not used to sitting this low on the Cablecast booth. I have my little baby girl, Conchester Dudley, behind me in the Cable Cast booth. Jameer Safia back to
There's a borderline travel. Bad pass and a good steal.
Gives it up to Jamie Guess.
Nice shot. It was cake. It was cake.
Cake?
It was cake. It was an easy shot. It was cake.
It was cake.
Hey, this one. Remember that.
Yeah. No, you remember that.
Uh-oh. Whoa. What happened? Got him for a hoop and a ham. Wow, look at him over there.
Coming from the other assistant coach on his feet.
Coming from the other assistant coach on his feet.
Looks like the assistant coaches are taking up half the bench for the Hawks. They don't leave much room for their players. Who is the head coach of the Hawks?
Monaco Stroud's the head coach of the Hawks.
Good pick, Jay. Good pick.
Both these two teams should never be able to tell who the head coach is.
Say it again?
Both these two teams should never be able to tell who the head coach is.
Oh, he just threw it right to Rico Almeida.
Oh!
Because
he blew the bunny.
Because they don't like to use the glass down here.
Gotta make
That's
the highlight.
LOT. Oh yeah, that's definitely. They do not like to use the glass. They rather look pretty than to get the guaranteed two. You gotta use the glass.
It's there to help you out.
You might as well use it. It's there.
They even, for those serious LOTs, they even put a little white box around it to show you where the best spot to aim for. But apparently he didn't see it.
To his credit, he didn't try to dunk it, because we've had people that can barely dunk cookies and milk attempt to throw it down on the floor. We've had them in the past.
Oh.
Matter of fact, the last one, or the one that sticks out in my mind last season, was on the Kings. And that was George Baker, the Baker man. Wide open breakaway. The Kings were losing by
the
Kings were losing by a whole heap of points.
That might have been one of the few games I was at.
And he tried to throw it down. The closest person to him was in Everett. There goes Ray Charles. Ray Charles, big boards.
Can he play with sunglasses on?
No.
Oh, too bad.
But you go, whoa, look at Ray Charles getting big. A lot of man stuff going on. He's turning around. He's turning around and say, ref, you don't see the foul? Well, Ray Charles don't see anything else.
There's always one every year we have fun with. At least one. Sometimes it's more than that.
Oh, yeah. Look at him. He's squinting.
It's because he can't let his sunglasses on.
He can't see.
He can't play without his sunglasses.
Almeida back rims it. Somehow comes on the rebound and just misses it again. Kings pushing. Osai, not Osias. That was Stabinsky.
That was close to a travel.
That was a Gene Bastion who just missed that. Rico Almeida. Oh, he got away to travel. He drugged those pivots.
Yes, he did. I'm telling you.
And they call him a travel now. They call him a travel down there. They should have called a travel there. They call travel down there.
His call. He missed it.
And both Monaco Stroud and Javon Walcott are pulling their dreads.
Well, the refs, that second call, that actual call, the first call, which was the second travel, was the right call. They just should have called it one travel earlier.
Yeah, when he first traveled.
So they really shouldn't complain about nothing because it wasn't travel. If anything, they should be keeping their mouth shut because they got away with one. Am I wrong? Or am I right?
You're right by my you're right by my account. And Omina tells Staminsky, get that stank out of here. Everybody in the gym. And they take Staminsky right out of the game.
After that, I would too. That was a nice 3.
That's a good way to shut the crowd up, and that was by...
And it really did too.
That was by Danny Suter. Danny Suter just hit that 3.
Well, I tell you, these two teams bring some energy here. Even though it's been kind of low scoring first half of this first period. Yeah.
And 1 is only when you score, by the way, kiddies. He did all that just to throw up garbage.
You know, I have to say, these coaches have been letting these two teams play. They let the first 2 teams play. These coaches need to get off the refs and get onto their players because the players are the ones committing the fouls. The players are the ones not shooting the hoops. They need to leave the refs alone. And as go ref go, I'm going to go ahead and say that boldly and loudly.
And while you were saying that, and I was paying attention to you, Ray Charles came down that rebound with that Tarzan yell. Rah! Hey, eyes check.
Oh, one of them. Hey, Steve. Nice jacket.
Years and tears.
You know, Nestor, we got exactly a minute to go in the first period.
Exactly.
Zacatecale. 9-6 in favor of the Kings. Ooh.
This is week 3. Yeah.
They won on week 3, right? Gonna wear that jacket?
Yeah, wear your jacket.
So far, if the game were to end in 47 seconds instead of the period, my prediction would be true.
Well, 47 seconds is a long time.
That's true. I'm saying if things were to stay the same and the game were to end. Do you know I asked Brad for a prediction in the last game? Do you know what he said?
What did he say?
He said, I'm predicting the Bullets to win it at the end of the game. As opposed to winning it at the beginning of the game? That's like saying the team with the most points is going to win. Oh, that was
right at Ray
uncalled for.
Charles, and you know he didn't see it coming.
That was uncalled for.
No, he tried to save it.
It was already, but the ref had already blown the whistle like a minute before.
But the momentum, you remember, these are young athletes with a lot of LOTism.
That's true. Still uncalled for.
Yes.
Nice.
Hey, get up real quick.
Nice. They blew a whistle, but they waved it off. They blew the whistle, but they waved it off, Nesta.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. No. I was just going to say something, but forget it. Commissioner laying the smackdown of the law.
Right, he's the one. Last weekend, he was the one that was telling the coaches to tell their players.
You should have seen the first game. The Bullets. No, nobody was telling anybody. Shirts were hanging out left and right. It was bad. Pants were down to people's ankles. Oh, it was bad.
Guess.
No, who was that?
Jamie Guess.
He's a solid player. Or it seems like it from what I've seen this game.
He is a returner. This is the second season.
But he's sporting that right red knee brace. I mean, it's bright red. You can't miss it.
I think that's cosmetics rather than injury.
Okay. I was going to say, because if it's injury, I'd be exploiting that side. And if it's cosmetics, it just looks stupid.
But it does match the uniform.
True.
Look at Ray Charles with the... Ray Charles, that looked like the prime time. Magenta's passed it to the amazement of everyone. When Jeff Olivier goes to the hole, he just goes under control. No, it's going to be a block and foul.
Yep. Man, these coaches got to get off the refs' case, man. The refs are doing a fantastic job today. Now, if the refs were being lousy, you know I'd be the first one to say, you know what, these refs are lousy. You know that, Nestor.
I know it very well.
But that was a good call, and they've been doing nothing but good. I mean, like I said, they've missed some calls, but that's only because they're letting the kids play. But I can guarantee you, if these coaches, both sides, not just these guys.
That was Ray Charles.
I seen that.
He went dribbling, but didn't have the ball.
You thought he did. What does he know? He can't see.
Yeah, he can't see. Although when you dribble, you're not supposed to look at the ball anyway. There's Charles.
Oh, it's travel. Got away with a travel. I don't know. Maybe these refs just don't know the traveling call. Who knows? You know, while we have a break in the action, I think I'm going to go on record and officially say I think the Hawks are my favorite team. There's a reason for that, though. Has nothing to do with their playing ability.
What's the reason?
Look at their colors.
Oh.
Yellow and red.
Yep.
Those are the colors of my favorite wrestler.
The favorite wrestler who has been in the midst of of controversy.
Yes, we can't go into too much detail about it.
Can't go into it now, but just know that that there has definitely been brighter days in the camp of the yellow
and red.
Well, the yellow and red, yeah, the gold and red, yeah, there've been better days. But you know what? Maybe those happy days will be back.
They will.
Even better with a payoff.
That'd be yeah.
A bonus. King's bounce. That was.
Can't say it was the bullet bounce.
And I got to tell you, this is a close game. This is surprisingly a close game thus far.
You know, the first game was the same way. It was close. It was low scoring. It was close. There's jump ball. No. Foul. But we'll see how the second half takes because I mean, both teams have played very well. Can't say they played sloppy. They played well. They played hard, high energy. Everybody's hustling and busting their butts.
Coach Walcott told Charles to take his time. Watch him just fire it up there.
Is that Ray Charles?
Yeah, it's Ray Charles.
He took his time. He still missed.
He still missed, but he took his time.
Fixing the shot. They hit the top of the back. Don't tighten it again, then you won't be able to bring it down. Yep, definitely carry.
No, they got a foul on Gazente Payo.
Oh, I agree with the coaches, though. That was a carry. But they'll take either one. 2 fouls, they said. Oh, wow, what's this? Oh, bad call. Bad call. Called a foul on the Hawks, but it was a carry. He was. He bounced it over his shoulder. It's a carry.
Osias was a good rebound. He should have went up with it. Bastion.
Looked like cake for him. He didn't know that Pebble was there. Couldn't see.
Yeah. Rico comes up with it.
Good putback. Oh, it's a good putback. Good attempt.
They're going to get Rico for 3 seconds. He don't got it there.
Somebody say 3 seconds?
You hear it up here. You never hear it. Very rarely hear it down there. Gillis to Bastion. Suda. And to the guy who's wearing the black shirt, he's not wearing a Kings jersey. They have no clue who he is. Gillis, what was Gillis doing?
That's the person that Coach Higgins was supposed to go home and get his jersey.
Oh.
Never did. He is an official player, though. We just don't know who he is. He right left it.
Nah, that was the longest he ever stayed after a game. He usually gets out of here. He's always done that.
What was that?
The Gentes. Ray Charles.
So what do you take? Critics on the first and the fourth?
First and the fourth, yep. Or I'll take it in, like if something happens in the middle, what I have to do is I have to write it down and say if something happens in between.
I wish I could remember what period that happened in the first game. I think it was the third. Man, there were 2 ugly, highlight worthy, but ugly shots made by the Sonics. Well, it might have been the Bullets.
At the risk of sounding stupid, I've never noticed this. Is that yellow dot always that blue? Look at the eye.
First of all, you must be colorblind.
I am colorblind.
Because it's green.
I am colorblind.
Okay, because it's green, and yes.
Just feel bad you're colorblind now.
No, not really.
You're making me feel bad.
Oh, that's your fault. Oh, bad pass. Good recovery, though. Good hands. Another bad pass. Did he even look before he threw that ball?
I doubt it.
If he did, I don't think he would have threw it. You almost lost it. Gary Lane, number 2.
Yes, I believe. Osias. Oh, how did that pass get through? How did that get through?
Because he's so low to the ground, Nesta. He picked it up.
Yeah, they're going to make a quick substitution after that. Somebody in the front court's get sitting down.
What was that, Nesta?
That was just a prayer.
Well, it didn't reach. Oh, he almost slipped and fell. Would have been a travel. Oh, travel.
And they got him for travel.
Hey, and that brings the coaches to their feet. After the whole game of wanting travels, they finally got one that brought all 3 of them to their feet. And they're applauding. Well, they're applauding the players.
Hey, Will, lay down low. On defense, you down. There, we got 2.
Omita, he's going to take all 3 of these, back rims it. It's a guess. Weak side rebound by Osias. I don't know why I was getting a scary feeling that he was going to go straight up to his own basket.
There's a foul.
They got it for Rico. Palm for the
Definitely reach. Definitely. You know what's funny is the ref behind them made that blow the whistle, and he had a bad angle on it. That's how obvious it was. I have a story to tell you about number 7. Jamie Suda. It's who I think it is. I don't want to tell you. Who I think it is. He played for the Aztecs in baseball. They were winning the Aztecs. They had just 9 players, right? They were winning. I call him strike 3. They lost. They were winning and they lost. Why would you do that when you had 9 players?
Think of the 5 letters. First 2 are F and N.
And then I got chased down the street by his parents.
Oh, did ya?
Saying the same words. Well, that shot was missed courtesy of Nestor Dudley.
Oh, well, who cares?
Can't put the camera in for that one.
Last shot.
Hawks holding for the last shot. Guess.
You want it? You just said last shot, then tell him to take it.
Oh, when you're that open, you gotta take it.
So it looks like it's going to turn out to be the last shot anyway. We still got 1 more tick left. And don't forget to wrap that cable up.
In a move that would bring a tear to Steve Wright's eye, the Hawks call timeout with 1 second left to go in the half. And it wasn't even called by Lee Kinchin, who has bullet roots. It was called by Jovan Walcott, who has Laker roots.
Hey, day 1, day 2, you know, yeah. It's all good. One second left to go before it's halftime, 19-17 by the Hawks. And you know, did you hear the conversation between me and Banaco?
Between who and Banaco?
Me.
I wasn't paying attention really.
He was saying last shot, last shot.
Oh,
and then
yes.
he told the shooter.
I heard that
conversation.
conversation.
Last shot. He goes, well, you what? That wide open, you got to take it. And I'm like, but he didn't.
We have 1 tick left to go to the half.
All that for that, Nesta.
Someone who's supposed to know better. At the end of the first half, Hawks are 2 points better than the Kings by a score of 19-17.
Nesta, I can honestly say you're the only one who stands up there and attracts all the circus freaks.
Anything to add to this?
No.
Okay, we'll see you at the half.
Pizza.
Back at the half, low-scoring affair, 19-17. The Hawks
That's okay,
are 2 points better than the Kings.
Low scoring, but definitely high energy. And I tell you, the crowd's into it, which I think is funny. Supporting his Kings. Supporting Coach Rick Higgins' Kings. And Chris Rogers.
Guess is going to take all 3 of these.
Well, he's going to try, and he didn't. Good head fake. Oh, he should have went up with that. That's a foul. And an Oscar for a good acting job, because he slid all the way across the court. Off a light tap.
Feeling much better.
That medication?
Feeling
working?
much better. Took the antibiotics, is feeling much better. By next weekend, I expect to be 100%, hopefully. I'll know when I'm 100% when I can eat the way I want to eat, which is junk food all the time. This is the most junk food I've had in the past couple of weeks with these chips right here. But I'm only still chewing them on the opposite side.
I can't sympathize with you because I've never had them done. But I know plenty of people who have, so I can...
Like everybody.
I have mine in, you know. Mine are in, they're supposed to be out right now. I ain't...
But as long as they're not causing you any pain.
They do every once in a while. Every once in a while, though, not on a regular basis. Once they cause me pain on a regular basis, they're coming out. I wasn't travel, by the way. Not called, but that's okay. That was a carry. That was a carry and a half.
Monaco Scout necked up!
That was a carry and a half. You got to be careful to step on the court. You got a technical for that. But he's right, though. That was a carry.
Yeah, but he didn't have to nut up like that.
Oh, come on. He's been... After the way they've been going off on these refs, I wouldn't blame him.
But they did get that travel call down low in the first half, remember?
They did. Yes, they did. I do. Steve Wright with his championship
I think
Bullets
Steve Wright's
jersey.
staying there personally so he can show off that Bullets jacket.
I believe you're right. What do we got?
I think maybe he's thinking about it. That's why he's taking his time to call it.
Oh.
I think he's going to seatbelt him. Get it.
I see it this way with the it's short enough that that's the reason why
You got some there, huh?
I like that go, ref, go. He took his time. He came over to Coach Stroud and explained the rule. Explained the 3-second rule.
That's one of the. That's a good official. That's what they teach us in umpiring class, by the way, too. How to explain the rules.
And he was calm about it.
Absolutely, and he did the right thing. I don't agree with him putting his hands on Coach Stroud, but you know that's okay. He has his own way of trying to break the ice and keep the calmness.
It was probably that whole father figure son thing going. Son figure thing going.
Probably.
Son,
probably,
you know,
probably.
at the end, instead of saying son.
Careful, that hurt.
Yes, he was up there. He should have just put it up.
He should have.
The Kings Go Ref Go has had a tough weekend. They have the Hawks today, and they got the Lakers tomorrow.
Oh.
Non-televised game.
Wow, I guess they do.
They got offense.
I saw that.
could relive when I was a fan.
Off his leg. What a pass. That wasn't, though. It was a good steal again. Foul on the pass, is that what it just said?
I believe that's what he said.
Why are they going to the line? Oh, okay. Mission is on, so I'm a little late on that one. What was that? 3 seconds.
3 seconds? 3 seconds? Did I hear 3 seconds?
Somebody called 3 seconds?
Someone called 3 seconds. Woo!
Nesta.
I think that call...
After we heard the rule explained to us, we actually seen a call. Can you believe it?
Now, Olivia, he's going to go coast to coast. He's going to miss it.
Nope.
Oh, well, that's his first field goal of the game.
Guess what? He used the glass.
He used the glass. Second field goal of the game?
Good shot.
No, it ain't. Timeout. Hey. Right. No. There it is. There you go.
That's a good call by the ref, by the way, covering up his mistake. Nice, whatever that was. It almost went in. Good save.
Safia is right there.
Foul on the shot. Hooping I should say hacked in the act. No hoop though.
Why didn't you let the guys
Because he thought that the coaches called a timeout, but they didn't. That's a signal for whatever play they got going. So that's why he said. So since they didn't call a timeout, the play would have never stopped. So the player would have never been allowed to come in.
It was a good call by the ref. You can tell these refs are obviously veteran referees.
Hey, wait for the ref.
They even got old school mentality where during the half and in between games they go hang out in another room, shut the door and be all by themselves.
Oh, good.
That's
I like
old
that.
school mentality.
I like that. They kayfabe everybody.
They kayfabe everybody.
You often wonder what they're talking about. They're probably talking about.
I probably have an idea what they're talking about.
They probably talk about. Can you believe how awful these kids are?
They're probably saying that. They're probably going, what happened? I was doing varsity last week, and I'm over here doing this weekend. I'm going to kill my assigner. Because I'm going to tell you something, us umpires have those same conversations.
I can imagine.
In between innings.
I can imagine some assignments that you guys get. They're probably like, oh, man. Yep. This team, this coach.
Absolutely. And it stinks because sometimes you don't know until you get there. And you're caught off guard. Sometimes it's better to be caught off guard, though, because you don't build your temper up.
Legend just to guess.
Oh, he's just stood there. He stood there. Watched that ball go right by his head. Oh, No, waved it off.
They call it travel. They call it travel.
They call it travel.
Look at Higgins and Rogers. Higgins and Rogers. Higgins and Rogers. Look at that. These coaches, both the Hawks and the Kings, they're on an emotional roller coaster. They be yelling and they be happy. They be yelling. They be happy.
It's both sides.
They were.
It's not like it's a barn burner or anything. Well, I mean it is, but it's a close game, but not like it's 42 to 43. You know, it's 27 to 22. And about 2 minutes ago, it was the exact opposite. It was the Hawks, the Kings in the lead. I gotta sit back. My neck is killing me. He took that up. Everybody stood there and watched him take that. What are they complaining about?
They were complaining that they said that guests got hit in the ear, so they were looking for the whistle, and they didn't get the whistle, so that's what they were calling about. And from my vantage point, guests did get hit in the ear. Now, you know me, go Earth, go. I never question the calls on the men in the black and white striped shirt because they're out there.
But I've been trying to tell you the whole
here.
time, these refs, for this game and the game before, have been letting the kids play. And that's what they should be doing.
But then how
it's not like...
Well, if you're going to let them play, then how do you determine what fouls to call? I mean, we understand that
why they get paid the big bucks to do that.
We understand that you can't call every single foul because games would never end.
Exactly. And basketball is a tough sport to officiate, too, as far as calling every single foul, because there's so many of them happen at so many different things that you got to watch at the same time.
Hands up, look at number 7 on the way.
I'm telling you, Nesta, one of these days I'm going to take that referee basketball exam. Travel. No, he's out of bounds. Travel. Nesta, one of these days I'm going to actually take that basketball exam. Get my official stripers of the basketball court and come down here and officiate these games.
You only do that so you can give Higgins a technical.
Yeah, that's true too. No, I would never.
Higgins would get where he walked through the door. No, actually, he would get a warning once he walked through the door.
He'd get seatbelt the minute he stood in front of the bench. They don't listen. Well, in basketball, I know it's technicals. So my umpire nickname is called the Hook. What would I be called in basketball? The T-Man? Mr. T?
You can be called the Hook here too because you can throw him out. And if a coach gets thrown out of a game, he automatically suspended for the next game.
That's the way it is in baseball as well for coaches. Not for, I think it's the same for players too. It depends. If it's high school baseball, it is. MIAA rules.
Good defense. Good defense. Let's go.
That's the only thing I like about high school baseball. MIAA rules.
A lot of players, they get thrown out of a baseball game in high school baseball. They get in trouble with the coaches, too.
I'm not talking about players.
There you go.
Actually, that's not true.
Hey, good try. Get back. Get back. Get back. 2-3.
They know as playing freshman.
Mike, right middle.
Freshman year of high school.
Well, drop. Drop back, bro. Well, win. Well, win.
Well, who'd you have for a coach?
Suda.
He's a history teacher. The
Osias with a nice save.
Go ahead.
That was a good pass to Staminsky Cadet, and he just couldn't finish. Could not finish.
That's the end of the third period. Coach Higgins is about to blow a gasket.
He did travel twice.
He did.
But on the other end,
I think these refs are doing a fine job. I really do.
But on the other end, there was no excuse for who was that this blue light layup that was Staminsky Cadet. There was no excuse to blow that layup.
That's where the frustration of Coach Higgins really lies. Not with the refs, not with the missed calls, but with the fact that he blew that layup.
And the Hawks have increased their lead to 11 by a score of 31-23.
Which makes sense. You hear what they said?
Yes.
Makes sense.
We'll go, ref, go. The next game is the Pistons and the Celtics, and we're going to hear a lot of "Whose Man Is That" from Paul Conrad. That's always entertaining.
Yes,
Whose
it
man
is.
is that? He's been coaching for X number of years. He's been asking that question every season, and none of his players has ever said, "Oh man, oh coach, that's my man."
You want? I'd rather. My neck's a little sore. You want me to do it? I can do it. Okay. You're hired. I'm hired for free.
Ray Charles.
I'll buy you a pizza. How's that?
And they got it for travel.
Travel. Hey, they got it. Coach Higgins got his call. It's travel. It's not for the wrong team.
Ray Charles was going to go to the hole. He said, I'm taking this.
Last week's Around the Rim star has just entered the building.
Say that again?
Last week's Around the Rim star has just entered the building.
Cliff Williams?
Yes.
Oh. I thought he was already here.
Oh, I was just saying last week's Around the Rim star has just entered the building.
Travel!
I can't even say travel.
You got a block?
Oh, it was a great call. That's why you don't have much.
Hey, what's that, guys? What are you doing?
Oh, her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. She was a little kid. Yeah. She looked like she had like a little.
Jamie Guess. Anymore. Quarter of a century. You can't do that.
I'm telling you, we was 16 in Massachusetts. 18 at date, 16
Get on the floor!
Are you guys talking to legal agent over here?
Bring it in.
Now you're fired.
Big ball.
Fired. 33-25. If the game was to end right now, your prediction would be true.
And in 7 minutes and 25 ticks, my prediction will still be true.
Oh, wait a minute now. That's a long time.
It is a long time, but so far the Kings have not have as a productive second half as they had the first.
That's true, and that's the same thing that happened in the first game with the Bullets and the Sonics.
Not falling for the Kings. That's one of their big, strong three-point shooting. I think we've made one or two threes so far.
Bastion. 3 seconds. Did I hit 3 seconds?
Twice in one
Did I
game.
hit 3 seconds?
That's twice in one game.
Against the same team.
Twice in one game.
Against the same team.
Told you I like these refs.
Olmida's going to take all 3 of these.
Well, he's going to try. Over the back is right, but did they call it? Yes, they did. Yep.
Pass into Olivier. Jamie Guess. Kicks out to Sam Pierre. Olmida.
It was very good defense.
Don't know what that.
Tactical.
Oh, you know. You know what that? They're having a conference.
Technical.
This is
He's
good.
going to give him a technical. Turn around. What's going on? They're pulling it back? What happened?
Look at Monaco. You're supposed to do it so they see you.
He's sorry. He's got a smirk on his face. He's sorry.
Bashing for travel.
He's going to get a technical. He's going to get a technical.
What does Higgins want? It would either have been a travel or it would have been a charge. Take your pick.
He's going to get a technical. He's just frustrated because he's losing again. His team's playing like poo-poo.
Poo-poo on you.
Oh, what is it? We having a wrestling match? Oh! He like, that was like a Triple H high knee.
I didn't know you were allowed to tackle now in basketball.
Not, it's like power. Oh, I took shots.
They kill me. Jovan Walcott kills me because he'll go to the ref one call and say, good call. Then the next call he'll say, where you get these guys from?
You know what though? As a ref, they're probably used to it. They're probably laughing in their heads. That's probably what they're talking about during in the middle of the game.
And I do believe that, coach.
If anything, if they're probably saying about how bad the play is, they're probably saying, well, at least there's comedy there.
Olmida to Legentes.
More heel turns in one game.
Olivier, he should have gave it up. What a blockhead. Then comes down the other end and commits the foul. Then comes down the other end and commits the foul.
And then he assaults the door.
You know, if I'm in the Kings coaching camp, I'm taking him out. I am taking him out.
I think you're right, because I think he's on his way to the bench.
He dribbles up the court. He had an open Danny Suter, did not give it up. He attempted to give it up after he got covered. Then comes down on the opposite end of the floor and commits the foul.
That foul was out of frustration. That foul was out of frustration.
Well, there's only one sure way to calm that frustration down, and that's to put his butt on the pine and get them splinters out of his butt. He completely dictated that himself.
Absolutely, from start to finish.
Ruben's on the side.
Osias. Oh, good if it goes, it didn't.
It's now a 10-point Hawk lead with 3:50 left to go in the game. Oh, one more foul, and the Kings will be in the bonus.
Osias back rims it.
The Kings could really use that, being down by 10, and they missed that. He missed that first one. Every point counts now. Well, every point always counts. Every basket always counts. You know that, but.
Almeida to Luke.
What was that? That was to close my eyes and throw it up.
Bastion. That was a good pass.
Nice pass. That was smart. Heads-up play. Suda was wide open, and he took the shot and he didn't blow it.
Ray Charles is going back in that game real quick. Almeida. Suda to Gillis to Safia. Good tie-up by Michael Stiles. Jump ball.
Good hand as it comes off the court. Played hard.
Get out there!
Right now the Hawks are playing. The Hawks are trading baskets. And they can't be doing that. They need to be gaining baskets, not trading them. I guess they're back to being. Where'd they get these guys?
Jamie. Make sure everybody knows. Look that.
That was bad.
1-on-2.
Oh! Should have went that second one, but it didn't. Jump ball again.
Jump
Another
ball
good
between
tie-up.
Rico Almeida and Gene Bastion. And
who do you think's going to win this one?
If Almeida loses
They
this,
put him back in too quick, I think. By the
if
way.
Almeida loses this jump ball, that's gonna be a one-way ticket to the Pine. Into Charles. Look at Ray Charles.
Nice. Threw a nice check in there, huh? I guess you can see after all. What was he trying to do?
He was
Double dribble.
Double dribble. Olivia, look at going behind his back during the press when he had safety all by him lonesome. And these players going behind their backs. Instead of
wide open. Oh!
Wide! Look at Higgins! Higgins is blowing a ball cork!
He's walking all the way down. He's still going. He's going into the locker. He's gonna go hide in that food cabinet back there.
Oh, look at that!
Higgins still going. He's got one of his players trying to calm him down. That coach, it really ain't that bad. But it really is.
It's only a game, coach.
That's what he's saying. That's a good Oh, that's coming right towards us. Oh.
I'm going to get into position. This is beautiful.
We were saved by Cliff Williams. We have to say thank you to him again. Another save by Cliff Williams.
Speaking about Cliff Williams, Troy Dinkins.
I want to hear this because I heard this a little bit in the half.
Troy Dinkins. The minute I walked in here, Troy Dinkins he was ice grilling me.
He was looking for
you.
you.
He said, I have to talk to you. And I know he was going to talk about it. And I said, I didn't say anything. That was all Cliff Williams. When the game was over, Troy Dinkins demanded equal time. I said, hey, you're definitely going to get equal time. He said there wasn't a court in the 80s that he did not own. And on last week's Around the Rim, since you were crewing it, you probably missed when Cliff had said that.
Did.
Well, Cliff Williams went to school with both Gary Rogers and Troy Dinkins. And Cliff said that, you know, he beat Troy Dinkins every time in one-on-one. They were both on high school varsity together.
Right, okay.
And he said he schooled him every single time. Well, Troy Dinkins
That's a bold statement.
Troy Dinkins didn't see the show, but everybody else did.
And everybody else told him. So I guess, would you think we might be able to see put up or shut up between Cliff Williams and?
I don't know about that, but Dinkins will definitely get equal time.
I'd love to see a put up or shut up. Maybe Around the Rim can arrange it here one day before we start. Little quick game of first 1 to 10.
They are what you call advanced in age, so maybe we'll just do a game of horse instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do pig.
Yeah.
Ox might even work.
Yeah.
This is the first one. I'm telling you, all these free throws, man. How do you miss them when they're free? You can't miss them when they're free. Not at this stage in the game. 2 of them he missed.
And
Nesta, he can't hit them when they're free. How do you expect him to hit them when they're not free? What do we got?
I don't know. Go Ref Go. We have a third official walk in.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on. The guy in the jean jacket, and he's wearing his black and white striped shirt. Either he's here to relieve someone, or he's damn late.
He's probably here to relieve someone.
I think he's late.
That's why we have a receiver with the jack.
I'll tell you what, Nestor, I hope he's not here to nothing against him. I hope he's not here to relieve somebody, because this combination of refs, I like.
I'm thinking maybe he's relieving the ref that doesn't have a shirt. The ref doesn't have a shirt. He's probably celebrating a wedding anniversary, probably going ballroom dancing or something like that. Tries to be someplace.
Well, it's damn cold for a softball game. So I know it ain't that. Even though he is wearing his ASA sweater, jacket.
Cut it off. There you go.
He got picked butt naked clean.
Oh, travel.
And even with the left hand.
40.
Hey, get in there.
Nestor, this game is pretty much over.
What'd I tell you before the game, Go Ref Go?
You were right, of course.
King's got a timeout.
Too bad he couldn't hit that when there was a game going on.
35 ticks away for the completion of this game, Go Ref Go. The Hawks at a comfortable lead, score 42-29.
Hey, it could happen.
Not on this planet, not in this reality, not in this realm. Not this game.
Did we make predictions on the third and final game of today?
The third and final game will be the Pistons that are zip and 1 against the Celtics that are 1 and zip. And I had already predicted that it's going to be a Celtic victory.
That seems to be the trend today, where records just to keep increasing, whether it's in the loss column or the win column.
That's why it's so important, Go Ref Go, to you know, when you have a 14-game schedule, you can't afford to come out slow. At least when you have an 18-game schedule, that gives you actually 2 weeks into the season to like really try to cut you. But when you have a 14-game season, you have to come out in the giddy, you have to come out in the block.
Gangbusters.
And if you go 0-2 in a 14-game season, that ain't good. But when you go 0-4, there hasn't been a team that has gone 0-4 in a 14-game season that's made it to the madness.
When did it get cut down to 14?
When it's 8 teams, it's 14. When we lost the Hawks for all those years, every team gained 4 extra games.
So, but now that the Hawks are back, it's back.
Now
down.
the Hawks are back to 14. You basically have to do it so it was either going to be with 18 teams. With 8 teams, it'll either be a 14-game schedule or a 21-game schedule. And we only have the gym for 3 months. Because then you go into baseball season. So you couldn't get in 21 games. He told Ray Charles to tie his shoes, but he couldn't see the laces.
Or the shoes.
Oh, this is serious.
Is he hurt?
Oh, he's in pain. He's in.
That's getting down there in the action. What happened?
He is in pain. Either he is in some serious pain, or he has a low threshold for pain. We do not like to see that happen. Ray Charles has rolled his ankle, not tying his sneaker laces.
I have done that. I just got over rolling my ankle. I was on crutches for 2 weeks. That's an excruciating pain.
It is excruciating. Did not tie his sneakers. When you play any athletic endeavor, kiddies, you gotta tie your laces.
Even when
if you're too busy looking, yes, okay, he looks pretty. His sneakers matches his jersey, but now he's going home on crutches because he didn't tie his laces. But in any case, we're gonna stop talking about that. It's a Hawk victory. The Hawks beat the Kings. Hawks improve to 2-0. Kings drop to 0-2. Anything to say, go ref, go?
Nope.
We seeing you set the games.
That's why I'm the best color man in the biz.